All right, friends, we are here for a little bit of a preview. The demo of Marvel Cosmic Invasion just came out on Steam today. Should be streaming this later today if all goes well and actually playing with you. And so I wanted to take you through the first stage or so and just kind of have some fun with this. So let me get my face out of here and let's get to playing. So if you don't know what this game is all about, it's basically a callback to old school arcade games. Matter of fact, we're going to be playing the arcade mode. And what it's going to give us is the ability to pick two different characters. And so I'm going to pick this one. And I've already played with Rocket Raccoon. I love him. So let's do some Spider-Man. And you can do different combos. And you can see here you can play with 4 different players. So I'm going to run through, like I said, a couple stages. And what's really fun about this is you can kind of tag people in as you play. So you can see like I just threw Spider-Man there, and you can do it as combos, or I can just sub them out. And so now I'm playing as Spider-Man on his own. You have a basic attack, which is what I'm using now, and you can also charge it. So I can hold it down here and like just web them over here. Certain characters can do flight type moves or movement moves, like you can see Spider-Man is, swinging around the city or whatever. You also have a power move, which is your, triangle button if you're on a PlayStation controller, which is what I'm using right now. And you can also do a super move when you have enough focus, and that's that right there. And then sometimes you can do, it's like you hold square and X, and I noticed a couple characters did like rising type attacks. I'm not sure if that's everybody. It doesn't seem like I can do that on Spider-Man. And then as you're running through, I can hold the L1 button and bring in a character for a different type of assist. And so let's see if I can do that over here once I get some more enemies. There we go. Yeah, so you can see how we did like a little combo in there, and each of the different buttons would do something different. So once I get somebody up here, you can see I just did another different kind of combo extender there. I can have them swing in, so it just depends on what you want to do. And I think a lot of the fun on this is going to be figuring out those different combos. And so, you could do a lot of things here. Oops. So you can, oh, give me that food. Give me the hot dog. You can do a lot of juggle type tech. I know with Wolverine I was doing it a lot easier, but you could extend a combo on an enemy you even had defeated. And something I noticed, in some areas you get little hidden, I think I missed it, but you'll have like little hidden things. I'm not sure what they're for yet, but there seems to be like little secrets in the stage they can get to. You also have a defensive move, which is your circle button if you're on PlayStation, and it's different by character. Some do like this dash thing. Other ones like Captain America will block, Venom blocks. Venom's actually, I think, Venom and Rocket Raccoon, I think, are going to be some of my favorite characters just so far. Oops. And now I'm getting rushed. And then you have different enemy types. So like this guy here, you basically have to get behind him. So you can do it by doing that dash. Otherwise, he's going to block your attacks. Let's see if I can get around him. Nope. I'm playing terribly. But this game so far, I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of. So it reminds me a little bit of if you've ever played like Marvel vs. Capcom or some of the older Marvel type games, fighting games. A lot of the characters have similar animations to some of those moves and really feel at home. Wolverine in particular really reminded me of playing like an old school, X-Men arcade game, specifically the fighting games. I definitely get a little bit of a vibe of, Captain America and the Avengers, which is a very old arcade game, to say the least. Oh, let me fly. So some characters can fly too, by the way. And then if you ever played Shredder's Revenge, it definitely feels a little bit like that. So it's got that, obvious beat 'em up. Oh, see, like here's a little secret thing. I don't know exactly what that does. And it's not, can I pick it up? Yeah, I have no idea what that does. It definitely gives me that Shredder's vibe, Shredder's Revenge vibe, which is an absolutely fantastic game. So if you haven't played it, go play it. And let's see. What's been amazing is you can see on the top left, I've got this kind of orange counter that I just lost. That is your combo meter or your combo counter. The highest combo I've gotten so far is 210. I don't know if that's good. Someone's going to come out with like 1,000 combo at some point, I'm sure. And I don't know how much that might factor into other things within the game. Uh-oh. Yeah, this part is kind of fun. You just get bombarded by these guys. Wonder if I can just stay away. Oh, she can throw her sword. I actually don't know who this character is, which is unusual. I know most Marvel characters, and I don't remember this one. Oh, get out of here. Yeah, so you can like juggle off of walls. I do think that the demo itself is a little bit on the easier side, and I have broken it once already, which is kind of messed up. But there's the second boss within this demo, and it was like last hit, it got to the point that he couldn't hurt me and I couldn't hurt him. I think it was like it just wasn't registering the hitbox anymore. I'm not entirely sure what that was all about, but it's a demo and the game's not out yet. They got plenty of time to fix stuff, so I don't think it's anything I have to worry about. But I will mention that I did catch that one little bug. And you got little throwbacks. Like I'm saying that that's probably Mary Jane right there is what I'm assuming as far as Secret Hospital goes. And there's all sorts of different throwbacks I'm noticing, and I think this is just going to be a love letter to Marvel games and to old school beat 'em ups, which, you know what, give me both of those things. I'm here for that. And here we go, we're going to have our first boss battle.
You can have my share of the loot.
I could probably find some pretty broken combos. I will let you know that Wolverine has this like tech grab he can do, and if you do it on Beetle, Beetle can never act, which is kind of funny. Definitely not intentional, but what you can do is you get him close to an edge, and then you grab him, and then when you grab him, you just let go of him instantly, and then he'll kind of, he'll glitch like what you just saw there. Not glitch, but like he'll get in a mode where he can't do anything, and then you can just basically own this entire fight. It's kind of messed up. And I think there's going to be all sorts of fun things there. I do want to see, hopefully, you know, different kinds of, I would say, difficulty modes. As it goes for the demo, it is super easy. I don't think it's meant to be particularly challenging yet, but I would love to see this in like a ultra hard mode or, you know, I don't know, something else. But it is fun all the same. I've played quite a few of the characters already, and I'm just having a blast. So let's take out our friend here. And being the first stage of the demo, like this stage doesn't have like a lot going on, which I think is, you know, pretty normal, and especially from old school arcade machines, like you would see something like that. So I'm curious to see what else they end up having in terms of stages, and we'll see what all this has to offer. So hopefully they'll show some more in the near future. But yeah, so that is the first stage, 6 minutes, 126 combo. Not the best combo, but I think it's easier to combo with some of the other characters. And then of course this will just go through a little bit of story. So let's pop through here, and then we'll jump into the next stage. If you die, then you get to pick 2 new characters. So yeah, you can kind of just continue through just like you would in an arcade. It would be kind of fun to see like a 1/4 mode where you don't get to continue and you're just stuck with what you have. You'd really have to manage like your, you know, health and everything else to do that. And see, now that there's some slightly more, I guess, annoying enemies, not annoying in a bad way, just they have, you know, rifles and stuff. This is when you can start really tagging in your combos. So you can see like I just had Spider-Man come and swing in. You can also knock him into the hole, or you could be like me and fall in the hole accidentally several times, because I definitely did that a lot. I love this juggle thing too. You can really extend your combos with that. Let's get him down. She's definitely like a brute. The only other criticism I really have is it doesn't feel weighty enough. It feels good, but I want a little bit more, I guess, feedback when I'm attacking. I'm not sure if it's a setting that I missed. I did see there's a like shake setting, but I do have that enabled, but I don't really feel much of it. So it could just be on my side. It could be user error over here, but I want to feel more, I guess, crunch as I'm going through and attacking these enemies. The combos feel good. They just don't feel weighty enough, especially as I'm like using her. She has a little bit of extra slowness, which helps her as a character. But yeah, I want to feel more. Yeah, I think crunch is the word. I want to feel more crunch. But then like Spider-Man, he feels very agile. Rocket Raccoon, super fun character. I will say the first time you play this, get yourself some Rocket Raccoon. He does a dash move and it leaves a landmine on the ground, which is pretty neat. And then the characters will run over and then they get stunned by it. And I was using that on Taskmaster, who you'll see here in a few minutes. Oh geez, I just walked right into that. And it was kind of fun because I could keep stunning him, and then he would throw his shield, and then I could just basically destroy him. I was running Nova with Rocket Raccoon on my last run. Oh geez, I totally just missed that dude. Can you go get him? Thank you. I'm in like the wrong plane over here. And obviously right now we're in the helicarrier, if you know anything about Marvel. So yeah, what I'm really looking forward to, and hopefully I get to do this here in a little bit, is playing this multiplayer I think just having everybody with their, you know, multiple characters going around it's just going to be fun. Especially when you can get some extra kind of different kind of combos. Like I want to see people knocking things off the walls and then juggling them and then capturing them in the air. Storm was a lot of fun. I played her a little bit ago. But I think that once I get to play this with other people, I'm going to have an absolute blast. So again, hopefully on my stream here in a little bit, I'll get some of you, like I said, I say in a little bit, but you'll probably get this video after I do the stream. But hopefully I get some of you in here playing with me online. And then once this hits actual retail, as far as I can tell, it's going to be cross-platform. Being able to, you know, go, you know, take it on the Switch and then play, or then go through Steam or, you know, PlayStation, whatever. It's so nice to be able to cross-platform these sorts of things. Of course, we got the obligatory stage with a elevator. This is a mainstay from these kinds of games. Let's get out of there. So you'll have to drop in the comments, let me know if you're interested in this game. If you are a old school beat 'em up like I am, then this is going to be right up your alley. Certainly fun.
Need your space sword, PB.
And they do have a campaign mode, which is not available in the demo, but I'm assuming that's just going to be like the kind of full-on story. I want to see what kind of things you can unlock. It'd be really neat to unlock different skins, I think. And I mean, there's such a rich history of skins and things, or you know, suits in the Marvel franchise. And in the comics especially, that I could just picture so many different ones. I mean, Spider-Man alone, if you ever played the Spider-Man games, you know, he's got like 100. Or you've got, you know, I'm thinking through some of the other characters that, you know, had different characters. So like Nova, you know, he's been different characters across the comic franchise. So it'd be kind of cool to get variants of him. These guys are annoying. Get out of here. Yeah, and you can even do like your combos in air. So you can just see I, you know, used her a couple times there. And then you do have a focus meter, so you can't do this unlimited. But you can use it enough. You never feel limited, at least. Get. All right, let's switch her. She can just fly up there. I'm doing this the hard way. I should have done it that way. And then you're going to see here in a second, this stage actually offers you a little bit of like stage interaction. And with Rocket Raccoon in particular, it's fun. I'll show you in a second. I just gotta get through this little wave here. So these here, so you can hit them and they shoot. And what's really cool is with Rocket Raccoon, you can sit here and you can keep throwing your grenade on them. And it'll just keep triggering. And then even if a character gets behind you, you're just always using the gun. And so everything to the right of you is just basically sunk. And then the ones on the left, you can just keep hitting. So you can totally cheese this section out. Again, I think the, you know, later stages will get harder, obviously. Unless you're the old school Ninja Turtles, which was punishing back when it came out. Most games don't make these first stages all that hard. They tend to be more easily exploitable. And the bosses, they don't feel like they get the... Oh, get out of here. The issue that a lot of these games have, which is they get these weird invulnerability frames that are just punishing and unfair. I've always hated it when games of this type have done that. At least for the first two. The first boss is really nothing. He's just a health sponge. But the second boss, you'll see he's got a mechanic where he throws his shield, and you want to knock the shield down. I like that they added that little bit of a mechanic. Makes me curious what else will come. Yeah, see, look at this though. I can just sit here and spam this through on them. Tell me if you've played the other Marvel games, if Spider-Man's animations don't remind you completely of that. Oh, get out of there.
Shining star.
So far, I think a good strategy would be to take someone who's really good at ground combat and someone who's good at air combat for the times that you get the enemies on the top, especially if they can do stuff like that where you can get across the screen quickly for someone who might have a weapon, like a ranged weapon. And then I totally botched it. And this does also have like CRT modes, which is pretty neat. So again, if you're an old school arcade person, you're playing these on CRTs with scan lines. Actually, I wonder if I can enable that right now. Yeah, so shaking effects are on. Yeah, so you got CRT, CRT curved. And so if you are like me and actually have arcade machines, this will look very familiar, because this is exactly what it looks like. It's actually a really well done filter. Scanline filters, CRT filters, oftentimes are done absolutely horribly.
Sit this one out.
And thankfully that's not the case here. This actually looks really good.
Free food.
Eat my sub. Oh,
Need your
give me the
space
other
sword,
girl.
PV.
Strike swipe.
Hey, look, webs.
You see, that's nice. Like I can use Spider-Man's grab move there. Or, what do you call it? Web move.
That's the bug's problem now.
Helping alien invaders,
See, like he blocks everything, and then he's, oops, I missed it. He'll throw his shield eventually, and then you can knock it down, and you get a window to fight him before he gets it back.
No one can catch the spider.
Come on, dude, throw your shield.
Try this some.
And so now I want to unload with, you know, all the supers that I can. Really do some damage on him. Actually, what's kind of interesting is you can't see his health bar with the scan lines on. Hold on. Under normal play, I'll probably use the scan lines because I love them. Come on, throw it at me.
Last one's free.
Oh, jeez. I somehow missed it. Oh my god. Totally missed him there. It's almost dead.
Feeling amazing.
So you can still hit him with the shield, it's just you do a lot better if you disable the shield. Or get kicked in the face. You know, same thing.
Gotta take a picture of that.
It was right about here I broke him the first time. And then we couldn't hit each other after this. So I wonder if it was just a one-time thing. Who was I using with that? I think it was Captain America and Venom on that round. And now I've just absolutely defeated him. So there you go. That is your preview of the first two stages of Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I'm loving it. It's hitting all the old school notes that I happen to like. So I'm going to be playing it. I just got, check this out. I just got a 237 combo. Or no, 90 combo, sorry. Score of 237. But this is in the notes for me, and I can't wait to see a little bit more, see more of the stages, see more of the, you know, fighters they introduce. And I could see this easily having, you know, future DLC where they add more characters, more stages, more modes. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what characters you're looking forward to playing. And hopefully I see you on stream soon and we can actually just play this together. And until our next video or live stream, friends, please take care of yourselves.